Title: She came to his gate with nothing and married the billionaire. She stood in the rain, holding her daughter's tiny hand. No home, no money, no plan, just hope. Hope that the giant iron gate in front of her would not close like every other door in her life. Amara Johnson was a single mother, and that night, she had nowhere left to go. Her landlord had locked her out. Her job had cut her hours. Her savings were gone. And her 5-year-old daughter, Lila, was hungry. So she did the one thing pride had never allowed her to do before. She knocked on the gate of Rosewood Estate, a mansion owned by one of the youngest billionaires in the state, a man known for power, for wealth, for silence, Ethan Blackwood. Inside that mansion, Ethan had everything: private jets, luxury cars, skyscrapers in his name, but he had no love, no laughter in his halls, no one waiting for him at dinner, just security cameras and silence. Then his guard spoke through the intercom. "Sir, there's a woman at the gate with a child." He almost said no, almost, but something made him walk outside. The gates opened, and there she stood, soaked from the rain, pride barely holding her together. "Sir, I can work," she said softly. "Cleaning, cooking, anything. I just need a chance." He looked at her, then at the little girl, and when the child smiled at him, something in his chest shifted. For the first time in years, he felt something human. "Do you have anywhere to go tonight?" he asked. She hesitated. "No." Silence. Then he said 3 words that changed everything. "You can stay." Not charity, work, temporary, but shelter. And that night, the gates closed behind her, not as rejection, but as destiny. Days passed. She cleaned the mansion, cooked real food, laughed with her daughter in the garden, and Ethan watched, not because he didn't trust her, but because he couldn't understand her strength. She had nothing, yet carried herself like she owned everything. And slowly, the billionaire who trusted no one started sitting at the dinner table again. One night, he found her crying in the garden. "I was married once," she whispered. "He left when I chose my child." He nodded slowly. "I was raised by money," he said quietly, "not love." 2 broken souls, 2 different worlds, one silent connection. And that was the night he kissed her, not with hunger, but with respect. Their love did not explode. It grew, like rain into soil, like roots into earth. He taught her daughter chess. She taught him how to laugh. He gave them security. They gave him family. And for the first time, the billionaire stopped feeling alone in his own mansion. Then one evening, under golden lights in the garden, he knelt, a billionaire, on one knee. "Amara," he said, "you came to my gate with nothing and gave me everything." Her daughter shouted, "Say yes, Mommy!" And through tears, she did. The wedding was simple, private, beautiful. She wore white, he wore black. And the little girl who once held her mother's hand in the rain threw flowers down the aisle. She came to his gate looking for survival. She left his altar with destiny. And the man who owned everything finally found the one thing money could never buy: love. Sometimes the door you knock on in desperation is the gate that leads to forever.